Let's get some. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Hello everyone, I'm Francesca. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be making vegan coconut cream pie, and I'm so excited for this because I used to love coconut cream pie. I'm not like that big on desserts, as you guys can probably tell, but coconut cream pie was one of my favorite things, so I'm really excited to veganize this. I also figured it'd be fun because Mother's Day is coming up if you're in the US on Sunday. So I just figured, you could make this for Mother's Day. I don't really have a recipe fully planned out for this. We're gonna kind of wing it. So hopefully it works. I think it will. I did a lot of research and compiling of methods and looking around. So I think we can figure this out. And yeah, I think it's gonna be really good. So let's hop right into it. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is make our crust. And I'm going to make a cookie crust. So I'm gonna put in my Oreos to the blender. Well, these are fake Oreos. These are the Oreos. My pan, my glass pan that I'm gonna put this pie in, is 9.5 inches. So I'm using 30 cookies because I feel like that should be enough. I'm gonna pulse these first to break them down, and then we're gonna add in some coconut oil and toasted coconut chips because we want this to be very coconutty. So you're probably gonna need to take the blender off and give it a shake a few times. You can also do this in a food processor just to get different cookies down there so they blend. I should really be using the baton for this. It would have made my life a million times easier, but I like to do things the hard way apparently. I'm gonna finish blending these and I'll see you guys in a second. All right, so I got our cookies broken down a little more, and then I'm adding in 1/3 cup of coconut chips and some melted coconut oil, about 1.5 tablespoons. Oh, I'm too short to reach this. Okay, there we go. And I'm just gonna blend this up again until we get a nice sort of crumbly crust. I finally got this crust into something that looks decent. I really should have brought my baton out here, but whatever, didn't do that. So it's a little bit more crumbly than maybe it should be, like a little more too much cookie crumbs in there, but it looks good. And I already tasted it, it tastes amazing. I'm gonna work this up into the size. I still have more in the blender, but I just kind of want to ration it out where it needs to go. So I just want to show you guys that when you squish it together, please make sure your hands are clean if you do this, but it all stays, right? It's a little crumbly, which is good because it's a cookie crumb, and that's what we want. So I'm actually going to use this 1 cup measuring cup to really pack it in, and I'm going to work into the sides first, and then we'll do the bottom. All right, so I worked it into this ring here, and then we can fill the bottom in with whatever is left. This is all done. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna put this in the fridge, and then we're gonna work on the filling. We are going to make the coconut cream now. First things first, I'm gonna pour in 1/2 cup of cane sugar. We're gonna add in cornstarch, about 1/4 cup, a tiny pinch of salt. We're gonna whisk it on up. Also, the stove is not on yet, just so you guys know. I probably shouldn't have scraped the middle bottom of this with a whisk, but whatever, it's fine. So now I'm gonna turn this on low. So we're using coconut milk. This is the one that comes in a can that kind of looks like this. It's half water, half thick. So I'm gonna use 2 cans of this, I think, since my pan is so big. And we're just gonna kind of pour it all in here. So I'm gonna do 1 can at a time because I don't want this to get clumpy, and you have to start whisking pretty quickly as this all melts down. So once I feel like the 1 can is kind of melted down nicely, I'll add in the next. Come on, come out. Come out. Oh my God, that is disgusting. It's like it's peeing. I also want to add in a little vanilla extract just because I feel like that's what you're supposed to do, That is the... Wait, is there an... Oh, there it is. I thought there was none in here. And then I'm just gonna keep whisking. You can hear it's still pretty liquidy. Maybe I should turn the heat up slightly. Get this really going. This is Francesca cam style. I'm holding the camera in my hand, so if this is shaky while I'm doing it, I'm sorry. But I just want you to see what's going on in here. So super liquidy right now. Still waiting for some of that coconut to break down as well. It has started to bubble and it's really thickening. Do you see that? See how thick it's getting? And when I take the whisk in it, see? So I think it's just about done actually. So my coconut pudding is done. It's thick, like you could see that it's thicker, but it's gonna thicken more when it's in the fridge. I tasted it and it tastes pretty incredible. And yeah, the only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in some of this toasted coconut flakes. These are actually unsweetened, which I think is better because I feel like it's gonna get too sweet otherwise. I'm not measuring this, just scoop some in here. And you can use shredded coconut, that's probably more ideal, but I didn't feel like buying a million different kinds of coconut. Let's do another handful. So maybe this was like a cup. And you don't have to use this, of course, if you don't want to. You can leave it out. But I think it just was gonna add such a nice texture. All right, so crust is out of the fridge, and it's also gotten a lot harder now and more together. So let's pour in this delicious looking pudding. Okay, this is beautiful. I think I'm just gonna give it like a jiggle jiggle. I saw in somebody's video that she wrapped it like with saran wrap, like tight to here, so it didn't get a skin, but that was on a non-vegan version. There's some bubbles I'm gonna try and pop. So I don't know if I should wrap it or just put it in the fridge right now and see, but I don't really want a skin to develop. All right, well, I think I'm just gonna put this in the fridge right now. You guys, I'm so proud of this. Okay, let's put this in the fridge. This has been in the fridge for like a half hour maybe, and I don't know if you guys can see, but there are little cracks kind of forming, and I think it is kind of getting a skin. So I'm going to put on the cling wrap, actually. I hate cling wrap. First of all, it's plastic, so it's not the best for the environment, but I also just, it like sucks to eat. Oh my god, I hate cling wrap. Okay, so now we're just gonna like press the cling wrap into this. And actually, because I have something to do in a little while, I'm gonna pop this in the freezer. So normally I think you would chill this for about probably 2 to 3 hours until it would really set. But because I want this to set a little quicker, I'm actually gonna pop it into the freezer. And you can even let this set overnight. So the hardest part about this cake so far has been waiting for it to set, because I just wanna decorate it and take pictures and then eat it, of course. It is currently 1:06, and I think I put the cake in the fridge at like 11:40, and then I moved it to the freezer because I felt like it wasn't setting quick enough, because I had something to do in a little while, so I wanted to let it set so I can like take my pictures and all that stuff. So I have that in the freezer. I'm gonna let it sit in there for like another half hour because I just checked it and it was still kind of like jiggly. Like it was very jiggly, and I didn't feel like it was ready to come out yet. I didn't feel like it was fully cooled down and set. And then on top, I'm cheating and I'm not using anything homemade. I'm gonna use the Cocoa Whip from So Delicious. This one, I just felt like being lazy and not making homemade coconut whip. But if you feel like doing that, be my guest, have fun. But it's a pain in the butt, and this is just as good. And I think it'll actually look prettier on top because I plan on like piping it on. I also already put the Cocoa Whip in a piping bag, so that's ready to go. I'm gonna take it out and then we'll pipe our Cocoa Whip on and make it look all pretty and beautiful. It's been another half hour since I've seen you guys last, and this is what it looks like. So on top, when I press down, it's pretty firm now. And let's just take this dopey cling wrap off because I hate it. Okay, so some texture appeared from the stupid cling wrap, but I think that's okay. So see, it's still like slightly jiggly because I mean, it's pudding, right? Like pudding isn't supposed to be hard, but it's way more thickened up. Now we can just start piping on our coconut whipped cream. This is stressful for me. Like I don't really know where to start. I feel like I should start in the middle and just make like nice, big, pretty dollops. So I'm just gonna sprinkle some of this toasted coconut over top. All right, guys, our cake, our pie, I keep calling it a cake. Why do I keep calling it a cake? Our pie is all done. I can't give you guys a taste test and cut action quite yet because I'm gonna have to take pictures of it. So I will insert things now, my reaction to how it tastes, to how it looks when I cut it open, all the details and juicy things you wanna know about this coconut cream pie.
So I finished taking all my pictures finally, and obviously you guys just saw me try and take this out and it broke a little bit, but I think I got it readjusted pretty nicely. So you can see we have this nice cookie crumbly layer. And then there's the coconutty layer right here. And then there's this fluffy top layer. So let's get some. Oh my gosh, you guys. Bella's trying to get some right now. It's so good. Wow. I mean, if you like coconut cream pie, Bella is. Please look at Bella right now trying to get to it. No, mama. She will get any little scraps that she can.
So I will put the full recipe on the blog, and all ingredients will be listed out in the description box down below. If you guys try this, if you make it, please let me know how it goes. Tag me on Instagram. I'd love to see your recreations. You already know, if you like my videos, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really, really helps the channel out. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed this style of video. I just figured it'd be fun to turn the camera on and cook today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. I have to be on my tippy toes when I film, because otherwise I'm down here. I'm not that tall. I'll work on my calves.